What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster-in-chief. And tonight in the BrewLab, we're finally back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for all bearing with me through the technical, issues we've had over the last couple of days. Landing in Kenya, we needed to arrive at our final resting place. We needed to, organize internet, get SIM cards and all of that stuff. And as if that wasn't hard enough, my computer decided to pack up on the second day here. So, yeah, like I said, thanks for bearing with me. We're finally back in action. Internet is sorted. We're in this fantastic villa on the beachside, and I managed to get my laptop repaired. Fortunately, it was nothing too bad, something to do with the power supply. So we're back, and we will not be diving straight into Alchemy content tonight, which was my initial plan, but I honestly haven't had any time at all to wrap my head around the new cards. I don't even know what the hell is going on in the Alchemy format now that my computer is back in action. Starting tomorrow, I will be, attempting to build some Alchemy decks, so stay tuned for that. But for tonight, we're looking at Standard again. So without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. One that I'm calling TreasureSpark. Mono red treasures. And let's dive right into it. We start off with a full play set of Abrade, 3 damage to any target creature, or destroy target artifact. So a nice little versatile removal spell. Then we've got a full play set of Dragon's Fire. We do have some dragons in the deck, so we can potentially have this do 4 damage instead of 3. I don't know, might end up swapping this one out for something else, but so far it's been doing its job. Then we've got a full play set of the Dragonspark Reactor, which is the main sort of win con here. We're trying to just dump so many treasures onto the battlefield every turn that this thing is going to grow really, really quickly, really, really big, and then we can pay 4 colorless, sacrifice it, and it deals damage equal to the number of charge counters on it to a target player, and that much damage to one target creature. So just leave it there on the battlefield, let it grow and grow and grow. If the opponent doesn't have artifact removal at a certain point in the game, you can pretty much just win outright with the Dragonspark Reactor. I'm having so much fun with the card. Adding to our ways of bringing artifacts to the deck, synergizing with all these treasures that we're going to be creating, I've got a full playset of Sokenzan Smelter, making a comeback. Just can't get over this card. It's so much fun to play. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 1 colorless, sacrifice an artifact, and if you do, you create a 3/1 red construct artifact. Creature token with haste, artifact creature token. So again, when this thing enters the battlefield, it's going to be triggering the Dragonspark Reactor, and we get to swing in for 3 with haste, which is fantastic. Which brings us to the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This card, man, slowly but surely, initially people were a little bit on it during spoiler season because it's so slow, but when you put it all together for 3 mana, you're eventually going to get 2 bodies with 4 toughness. You get to, potentially create some treasures with the little shaman that poops out on the first turn, on the first chapter. Then you get to do some, draw and discard. And eventually you get Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, which allows you to create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control, except it has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Our main target for that is, of course, Goldspan Dragon. But really, just making the treasures on the first chapter with the shaman is kind of the main reason it's in here. And the draw 2, potentially drawing 2 cards is nice. Like I said, just an all-round fantastic value package in the form of Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Then, more treasure creation. We've got Seize the Spoils, 3 copies. At an initial cost to cast a spell, discard a card, then you draw 2 cards, create a treasure token. Of course, every time these treasures enter the battlefield, I don't need to keep repeating myself. That's going to be triggering the Dragonspark Reactor. Then, we've got a single copy of the Moonveil Regent. I did initially start off with a full playset of Atsushi, and then I kind of trimmed things down, because we cannot copy Atsushi with Kikijiki, because it's only non-legendary creatures, and also I liked the fact that, you know, sometimes we can get a bit of card advantage out of the Regent. Whenever you cast a spell, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw a card for each of that spell's colors. So, you know, we'll only just ever be drawing one card, but when your hand is empty, having a Moonveil Regent in play is really nice, especially in a red deck. Then we've got 2 copies of Atsushi, the Blazing Sky, Flying Trample. When it dies, you choose 1. Most of the times we're going to be creating the 3 treasure tokens to trigger the Dragonspark Reactor, but getting to exile the top 2 cards of your library, and then you know, having the ability to play those until your end of your next turn is also a great little bit of card advantage. But we've got so much card draw in the deck that it's really not that important. Most of the times I'm going for the 3 treasures. Which brings us to Unexpected Windfall. So three of each of these guys, where you're essentially doing a very similar thing. Unexpected Windfall costs you 1 extra mana, but you get, you know, an additional treasure, and it's instant speed. So just altogether probably a better card than Seize the Spoils. But I like to have both of them in a deck like this, where we're trying to just put as much treasure onto the battlefield as possible so that we can win with the reactor. Then we did need a sweeper, in case, you know, sometimes you need to get rid of all those little mono white dudes and things like that. So we got a full playset. I beg your pardon, 3 copies of Burn Down the House. But yeah, oftentimes when you're ahead, cast it on the second option, get the 3 devils, freaking fantastic. And then we've got a full playset of the Goldspan Dragon. Whenever it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, create a treasure token. All of these things are going to be triggering the Dragonspark Reactor. And, you know, of course, Goldspan Dragon can just win you games in and of itself. This card is so busted. We've all known and played it and played against it now since Kaldheim was released. And that brings us to the mana base, where we just have a couple of dens, a couple of crucibles, and then I just stuck in a couple of treasure vaults because, you know, it's an artifact, first of all. So that'll just playing your land will trigger the reactor, but then you can also eventually at some point in the game, you know, say you have 8 lands, you can say X is 4 because it's 2X. So you got to divide every time you do the calculations, you got to divide by 2, and you get to create X treasure tokens that can really spiral things out of control with the Dragonspark Reactor. And that's the deck. Nothing much to it. Some little bit of jank action. Let's jump into some games. I need a warm-up match, guys. It's been a while. I haven't played much Magic at all over the last few days. Of course, I was still getting a few games in with my cell phone and things while the laptop was in the shop. But yeah, I'm a little rusty, so warm-up match before we jump into some ranked games. See how the deck performs. Tried 15. Tri-D? Triple Goldspan in hand. That's, nah. That's a nah from me. Let's get rid of one of these windfalls. Crucible of Defiance. Shambling Ghast. What a card. Well, at least we're fairly certain there's no artifact removal in black, so that's something at least. I have a feeling that's the discard spell. Not making our land drop is less than ideal. Let's try and it might just be a poison the cup or something. Opponent does make his land drop. What, he's really gonna do that? Sure. There we go. Zbadonk. Poison the cup. Or discard. If it is discard, I might have to go for the Goldspan and... Because you know, I'd rather keep my card draw. Necromancer, huh? Nice. Let's get in for some damage. Oh, we can cast our Dragoni. Probably holding up the poison the cup. Or is it the discard spell? Oh, that would be terrible. Okay. Sure. Not yet. What have you foretold there, mate? It's very terrifying. If you let me have another turn, it's probably pretty bad news for you. So you need to have something. Opponent. Comes a sweeper. Are you ready? Blood on the snow or something. Reduces by 2, so yeah, it could be blood on the snowing right about now. What a cheeky freaking bugger. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wrong target, mate. There it is. Took your damn sweet time with casting that. Weird deck. That's why we come to the unranked ladder. I don't think I've ever seen that card. Ever. Yay. If I top deck another land, I'm gonna lose it. That's game over next turn if we don't find something. Alright, game 1 loss in unranked. We roll with the punches in the BrewLab. You guys know that. Just gotta keep on keeping on. On to the next match. Wow, it's hot. It is hot. It's like the middle of the night, and I'm just dripping with sweat. The equatorial weather. I wasn't quite ready for it. We're gonna go out tomorrow and buy a bunch of like really light and breezy clothing. There's also a heck of a lot of mosquitoes with malaria, so need to be aware of that as well. Okay, that's an interesting hand. Free wins. I'll take it. Woohoo! Cragplate Baloth. The loosely connected criminal organization known as the Reckoners are inked with magical loyalty-inducing tattoos. Dr. Dissonance. Let's do it. Okay. I'll hang on to that. Got plenty of card draw. Oh, nice. Nah, no prob. Okay, so now if this thing dies, he can bring back one of these. Okay. I haven't played with this card yet. I need to make a deck around it. It's a pretty fun looking thing. Oh no, sorry, it's not the egg. This is the other one. Okay. So it's more of trying to bring things back from the graveyard type of a shenaniganzo. Let's do that. Get 2 treasures. There's the Goldspan. Sorry, I thought that was the egg. There's that, like, dragon egg one where, like, the things that you've milled keep coming back. Doing our thing. Drakmar. It's like one of my favorite cards, actually. But, yeah, definitely not a very good one. Okay. That's a cool idea. Oh, come on, don't quit. We were just about to start doing our thing. Okay, so there we go. That's kind of finally the deck doing its thing. Had one of those nights where, like, during testing before I hit record, I just lost like 6 games in a row with every deck that I had ready for tonight. So it's just like happy to just get a win, to be honest, ranked or unranked. I can't wait to dive into Alchemy. From what I've seen already, like, Crokies is just putting out some incredible lists over the last couple of days. Making me a little jealous. Mono red against mono red. Okay. Maybe not, huh? Rakdos shenaniganzos. Okay, so it's just an anvil deck. You can probably beat this. I hope. It's not looking very good so far. And let's get rid of that anvil. Let's see if he's got another in the wings. Play Atsushi next turn. Really crew up. Or, you know, not crew, but reconfigure the battery onto one of these guys. No? Okay. It's getting close, man. Woo! We take out the harvester. Maybe he's got a deadly dispute or something. Yeah. And this goes down to 13. Very happy we had that Abrade for the anvil there. The opponent's going to start using some tokens. Might have removal for Atsushi. I don't know if I'll go for the treasures this time, though. I'd probably prefer to get some additional cards. Equip the battery onto the Sanguine. Attack for 4. I'll block. Okay. Yeah, we've got him. Next turn. Nice. Nice. On to the next one. How have you, how you guys been finding the new Alchemy set? Have any of you been playing it yet? Love to hear your thoughts, brews that you've built. Please let me know down in the comments. I'm a little bit behind on the meta. It's been a while since I've been so, like, completely disconnected from what's going on that any feedback you guys can provide me would be fantastic. Oh, so close. There's nothing quite as satisfying as snagging a mosquito out of the air. Todoroki-san. Todoroki. Okay. We need lands, but otherwise it's pretty decent. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, mate. Another Gruul player. Oh no, ooh, Sultai. Interesting. There's the Dragon. Another land, please. Ooh. Jan? Oh no. Whoa. Okay, 5-colored dragons. Here we go. Yeah, definitely some 5-color. What is going on, mate? Wowee. Well, if he swings, I'll kill it. Oh, wow. Yeah, like some dragon reanimation weird stuff going on. This is so fucking fun. Pardon my French. The stuff that you come across in unranked is just sometimes really, really awe-inspiring and like. Why? I want my lands, mate. Alright. Wow, nice, man. The jank is strong with this one. Holy crap. Choose a dragon you control so I don't reveal. Yeah, I could already mascot. Oh, my goodness, what a freaking joke, man. Nice, man, like, really nice. Ward 4. What? Why is the ward 4? Sorry if I have, like... Why is the ward 4? Isn't it ward 3? Oh, it is ward 4. Wow. Okay, let's just attack. Get the treasure. He might not block. Yeah, it's not looking good though, guys. He's gonna reanimate some nonsense now. What the heck? Oh, wow. I can't even... Okay, wait. Okay, so let's just do this. It'll get countered by Jin. And then we can do this. Get rid of both of them. And I'll just bring one back with the rebirths. Oh, come on, man. You had another one in hand. Oh, this is a joke. Good game. Well done, opponent. That was a fantastic jank brew, man. Holy Moses, that was fantastic to play against. Like, it's never bad losing, ever, when you get to witness that level of, like, wow. 5-color, I don't know what the heck was that. So it looks like we've probably arrived... No, it's not quite the last match of the night. We've got a couple more matches in us before we reach the 45-minute mark. Sure. TW Magic Game. Magic Game. Magic Game. Bye-bye, Smelter. I had a feeling you'd be not long for this world. Especially against, you know... Ooh! Card that has not seen enough play, in my opinion. Yeah. I won't Goldspan. I think I'll just Atsushi. Draw some more removal out of his hand and get value when it dies, rather than... Oh, this card is so good. 2 lands. We need to draw a Dragonspark Reactor. This card is so good, man. full hand of removal. Give me a break, guys. Give me a break. It's been a tough day, man. Just losing matches back to back, non-stop. In unranked of all things, like you can really tell when it's you've been a little rusty, you know. How many more copies of Invoke Despair have you got in your hand, mate? Because then I'll just snap concede without even thinking twice. But if you activate that hive, I'd be pretty happy. Mono Black is really cooking with gas right now. Like, it's just super duper good. Probably will have to have a look at this archetype once again. Oh yeah, yeah. Where's our reactor, man? Pass the turn, maybe Windfall during the opponent's turn. Third Invoke Despair in a row. Gets rid of not only our reflection, but also I mean, come on, man. What the heck is going on? Unbelievable. Back to back. Oh, come on. 5, 6, 7. Let's say 6, so X is 3. Nah, I'll say like maybe we'll get a reactor next turn and actually win. Three Invoke Despairs in a row, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Or do you? I don't know. Probably freaking hate it. That's pretty nice. Four, 5, 8, no, 8, 9, 10. So we can do 5. Ten treasures. I'm sorry, 5 treasures. At least we got to showcase that. But we did. Let's just do this then. And it goes down to 8. Love a Goldspan off the top. But I'm fairly certain the shuffler is going to give me a land. Because, you know, it's the type of day I've been having. Good game, mate. Oh. Honestly, when do I ever learn to keep my mouth shut? It's Murphy's Law, whatever you want to call it, but... sigh. Alright, last match of the night. We've arrived at the 40-minute mark. It's ended on a win. Alright. That's alright. That's very much alright. I'll hang on to that one. Double reactors. Selesnya counters. Let's get rid of this guy before it's too late. Come on, dude. Come on. You got a full hand. You're really gonna just quit like that? Snowflakes. Snowflakes all over the place. Well, that's alright. We get another match in. I'm always down to get another match in. I think tomorrow I'm gonna have to move this desk a little bit to the left. I don't have this shadow line moving across my face every time I wiggle. Carb. Sure. Wonky, wonky. I like wonky. Oh. The misplays. Slow down, Lone Fox. Slow down, mate. Ah, Selesnya life gain. Nonsense. Just waiting for the... there it is. Okay. I'm just gonna concede and go to the next match, because, like, never... If you're playing unranked and somebody starts doing Selesnya life gain, just quit. You don't want those people to enjoy their day, surely. It's the stupidest deck in the whole freaking format, like about as newbie as it gets, like the first timers who've just hit the arena for their first time ever. And I understand it enough, you know, it's not that I'm not trying to be derogatory in any way, like do what you need to do, but it's clearly the most newbie deck ever. Like whenever you're playing an unranked, like the majority of the matches are against like mono red goblins and Selesnya life gain, because it's just the type of thing that newbies can just craft quickly without spending too many wild cards, and it seems like a really easy archetype to play. I don't have time to waste playing against that nonsense. It's just not fun for anybody. Tony! Capitals! Tony! Pardon me. Double reactor. Don't concede. Azorius, huh? What? Okay. Badink badunk. Jeskai stuff happening. Jeskai equipments. Okay. That's really, really weird. Atsushi. Atsushi the Blazing Sky. Yeah, Jeskai equipments. Can't say I've ever seen that before. So if he equips this thing, that's an equipment. Does that give anything hexproof or just a giant? Okay, this creature has hexproof as long as it's untapped. Equip 2. So we just, you know, get rid of the thing that he's gonna equip these onto. At least we get another turn. And we can also destroy an artifact, which is quite freaking fantastic. Equipment decks just still suck, guys. Like, the reconfigure one, better, but it's more of a modified deck. The reconfigured, I mean, yeah, this thing with the equipments is just rubbish. Okay, so we're gonna definitely swing in with Atsushi and then burn down the house and get the card draw off Atsushi. I think was probably the way to go. Oh yes. Fairly certain that almost anything that I'll be... You can pay an additional 4. Play the land. Windfall the... no. Yeah, okay, I do want to get the Windfall. Let's... Windfall the Abrade. Trigger. Bring in the Smelter. Trigger. Oh, we've got him already. One more turn's worth of, what does this one do again? Trample. If he taps it though, it loses the hexproof. Nice, man. A little bit of life gain there, saving your ass. And effectively bringing your guy outside of range. Also, the vigilance means it's always got hexproof. Question here is, can I still do the thing if I can't actually target the creature? You might have like a burn spell. Did I just lose the game like an idiot? Or is there a chance that I can actually do this? Ah, we got him. Got him. So you don't have to I didn't have to target my own guy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for tonight's video. A little bit of jank. Please forgive me. Like I said many times already during tonight's video, still trying to get back into the swing of things. Taking a 5 or so day break from the meta, from arena, from everything is just always a bit tough when you're trying to, you know, keep up to date with what's going on. But like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be examining the new cards, and we'll be diving into some alchemy content shortly. But as far as this final thoughts and wrap up segment of the video, I have very little to add or remove or change. I like it just the way it is. I highly recommend that you take it for a spin on the unranked ladder, and that's about as much as you should probably be doing with a deck like this. But potentially pretty good. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Like, what would you have done to build the thing differently when your initial, you know, deck building idea is let's try and get the reactor to get as big as possible, as quickly as possible. My thought was treasure tokens, and so I went fully into the whole treasure thing. We did get to copy the Goldspan Dragon once during the footage. Atsushi kind of did its thing. Yeah, all in all, a fun night of arena gameplay footage. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all tomorrow for some fresh alchemy brews. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.